Listen to the actual thing. Stop.
Dr. P was a musician of distinction, well known for many years as a singer, and then at the local school of music as a teacher. It was here, in relation to his students, that certain strange problems were first observed. Sometimes a student would present himself, and Dr. P would not recognize him, or specifically would not recognize his face. The moment the student spoke, he would be recognized by his voice.
Who is that?
I have a question about our assignment.
Oh, yes, Heather, I can help you with that.
The notion of there being something the matter did not emerge until some 3 years later, when diabetes developed. Well aware that diabetes could affect his eyes, Dr. P consulted an ophthalmologist, who took a careful history and examined his eyes closely.
Go.
So what do you think's wrong with your eyes?
I don't know what the matter is.
Okay, let me run some tests.
There seems to be nothing wrong with your eyes. It could be a concern in your visual cortex of your brain, so I'm going to refer you to a neurologist, Dr. Sachs.
He was a man of great cultivation and charm who talked well and fluently, with imagination and humor. He couldn't think of why he had been referred to the clinic.
What seems to be the matter?
Nothing, but sometimes people tell me I have visual problems.
Do you realize these problems?
No, sometimes I just make silly mistakes.
Okay, Dr. P, I'm gonna need you to take off these shoes so I can run some tests. Alright, Dr. P, I just ran some tests, so you're good to put your shoes back on now.
What do you mean? My shoes are right here.
They're not on your feet, they're right here.
No, those are my feet.
Dr. Sachs could make no sense of what had occurred in terms of conventional neurology because he seemed so perfectly preserved, and so a few days later, he called on Dr. P and his wife at home to see him in his more natural habitat.
Hey, sweetie, we're home. Hey, honey, I was just reading this great book. I have someone here to visit.
This is a lovely house, Mr. and Mrs. P. It's so interesting. Okay, Dr. P, I need to run some more tests. Is it okay if I grab some objects and you describe them for me?
Of course. Let me put my hat down. Wow.
For our first test, I'm going to have you try and describe what this object is right here.
It's about 6 inches in length. It's a white form with a green linear attachment.
Yes, but what do you think it could be?
I don't know. It's tough to say.
So, Dr. P, for our next test, what do you think this object is?
It's a continuous surface enfolded on itself with 5 outpouchings.
So, what do you think the object could be?
It's a container.
What does it contain?
What's inside it?
How should one interpret Dr. P's peculiar inability to interpret, to judge, a glove as a glove? Manifestly, here, he could not make a cognitive judgment, though he was prolific in the production of a cognitive hypotheses. Dr. P suffered from agnosia, an inability to recognize and interpret visual data. He could observe the visual world around him, but derive no holistic meaning from it.
So, Dr. P, did you paint this painting right here?
I don't remember. Honey, you're so silly. You don't remember? You painted that a couple months ago. Do you remember what you painted? You know, it just looks like a bunch of colors. He's so talented. I don't know what's going on with it.
It's a very beautiful painting.
I'll show you this one he painted last week. You know, this one's just as beautiful, but I'm not quite sure what it is. It's got some colors, but this mind is amazing up there.
It looks more abstract than the other one was.
Yeah, I think it is. So what could you tell me that's wrong?
I can't tell you what I found wrong, but what I do find right is that you should just keep filling your life with music and doing the things that you love, and that will help you the most.
Well, Dr. Sachs, I can't thank you enough for your help in helping my husband right here.
Of course.
We should be getting on our way to dinner now. Let's head out, honey. Oh, can't forget my hat. Oh!
The only thing Dr. Sachs could prescribe in a case such as Dr. P's is a life which consisted entirely of music. He was a wonderful musician and continued to do what he was passionate about for the rest of his life.
So, Dr. P, did you paint this painting right here?
Stop looking.
Whoa, sorry.